I'm not allowed to rant about what I want to rant about. It's not allowed. It upsets people. People get offended at a good rant. So I'm not allowed to cover what I was going to cover today, even though I want to. So I'm going to whinge about something else. So I feel like whinging. Flip-flops. Fucking hate flip-flops. They're uninspiring. They're lazy. They're boring. They don't look good. They make a fucking horrible noise. I don't like them. I just don't. What I also don't like is I don't like the fact that people who we've officially elected through democratic process are not doing what we've told them to do democratically. They're ignoring us. But I'm not allowed to talk about that. So, yeah, it's not allowed. It offends people, so I can't talk about that. So yeah, but flip-flops, I fucking hate them. Do my head in. That's going to offend people, probably. There's probably people out there that love the flip-flop. If you had a choice to say, I don't know, leave or remain with the flip-flop, and I voted to get rid of the flip-flop, you'd probably have a few people who go, oh, it's a bit harsh, but okay. You know, you do have other people who refuse and say, well, I'm going to be a flip-flop, or I'm going to wear a flip-flop. That's fine. I fucking don't like flip-flops, and I want rid of them. But yeah, so, you know, but that's my right as a human being in a apparently free speech country to have that opinion. I'm allowed to say that opinion. It doesn't piss anybody off. I can do that. So yeah, I've said it publicly. I hate flip-flops. You know, there was another thing I want to talk about, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. So yeah, flip-flops, fuck you. Reality TV as well. Do you know what? Don't like reality TV. Fucks me off. It's cheap, it's shit, it's crass, it's unimaginative, it's full of people that I generally don't fucking like. I hate reality TV. When I'm talking about reality TV, I'm not talking about talent shows. Actually, they're my kind of guilty pleasure. Quite like X Factors and Britain's Got Talents and Voices and things like that. I like them, you know, giving opportunity to people to make a difference. What I don't like is people who I haven't chosen to make decisions for me, making decisions for me. I'm not a big fan of that. They don't pay me, I don't gain anything from them, but these people out there, they're making decisions. They're assuming that I don't know what I'm talking about. So, you know, it irritates me. It is irritating me, but it is what it is. Can't change it. It's one of those things, apparently. But I don't know any better. That's the thing about reality TV, is I don't know what I'm talking about. There are people who know more than I do, who have decided that we'll keep reality TV going. So yeah, the opinion's not really important, in all honesty. What you think isn't in the grand picture. Don't mean out, you know. But yeah, so reality TV, fuck you. I don't like reality TV. It's shit. Love Island, fucking Jungle, Big Brother. Don't like it at all. What I also don't like is I don't like the fact that we are being derided and insulted and just laughed at by a certain group of people, a certain body that spans across a continent, you know, something like Europe, for example, who are doing everything in their power with all their little fucking cronies in the UK to scupper what the people chose. I'm not allowed to talk about that. I'm not allowed to talk about those sort of things because, you know, people get offended. You're not allowed an opinion anymore in this world. so people get offended. So I'll have opinions on other stuff like flip-flops and reality TV because it might offend people, but you know, I'm allowed to know. I'm allowed to know about flip-flops and reality TV. I'm not allowed to know about anything else. So yeah, so I'll just have an opinion on them. That's fine. But yeah, that's it. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off at flip-flops and reality TV because I'm allowed to be annoyed at them. I'm allowed to have an opinion on those, but I'm not allowed an opinion as an educated, you know, I feel, you know, an intelligent guy. I can't have an opinion because I must not understand certain other things. So yeah, so I'm not. Do you know what? It was sunny when I started this. Look at the weather now. I don't know if that comes across on camera, but it's just turned fucking shit. So there you go. That's my mood this morning. Started off, I was going to have a rant on the way to work. Oh, and I felt quite good. I felt nice and positive. So I didn't have a rant. I just went to work. Smile on my face. You know, but I'm not allowed to talk about the occurrences of this morning because you can't talk about these things, you see. People get offended. You're not allowed an opinion. So I don't have one. There's no opinion. Apart from flip-flops and reality TV. I'm trying to think what else. What other things I don't like. You know, I'm not a hateful guy. I like stuff. I like most things. You know, I like freedom. I like choice. I like to be given the respect that if I want something that's reasonable, if I want something that doesn't harm others, that I'm allowed to make that choice. If I'm given an option, that if I choose one of them options, I'm allowed to have one of those options. I don't have to be told that, oh, well, I know you picked this option that you were given, but actually, yeah, we don't want to give you that one. This is not about Brexit or anything, by the way. This is about choice. You know, if I go into the supermarket and they say, well, you can have a Mars bar or a Snickers, and I say, well, I'll have the Snickers. You know, I want the Snickers. What I don't want is the cash attendant to turn around and go, no, I'm going to give you the Mars bar. I don't want the Mars bar. If I wanted the Mars bar, I'd have asked for the Mars bar. But I'll have the Snickers. No, you're going to have the Mars bar. You don't really know what you're looking at. Do you know the ingredients of a Snickers? Oh, I know the base sort of ingredients. Yeah, you know, peanuts and caramel. No, the Snickers, yeah, causes cancer. Don't want Snickers. No Snickers for you. You'll have a Mars bar. Yeah, but I don't really want a Mars bar. Leaves a bit of a nasty taste in my mouth. I don't feel that in the long term the Mars bar holds any major benefit to me. Yeah, but you don't really know though, do you? You don't want that. You want the Mars bar, trust me. No, I'll just have the Snickers. No, Mars bar, I'm afraid. I like making choices. And if I'm given an option, I'm walking the wrong way. If I'm given the option, then I want to be able to choose one of those two options. You know, don't get me wrong, if there'd have been a third or fourth option, I'd have considered them as well. You know, I'd have happily considered a third or fourth option, but they didn't present me one. We had two choices in this big decision that everybody's had to make: Mars bar or Snickers. Hey, leave in the comments below whether you prefer Mars or Snickers. I don't know. I like both, but I prefer the Snickers. But I'm not allowed to rant about other stuff. But I fucking hate flip-flops. I really do like them. I don't like reality TV. They piss me off. You know, but I'm allowed to post stuff about that because it's funny and it's amusing. You can post, do you know, I'll tell you something which surprised me. I can post something about somebody who likes flip-flops. I can go, look at this crazy person. They like flip-flops. They like them. and I can post that, and a few flip-flop enthusiasts will go, ugh, can't pick on the flip-flop lovers. Flip-flops are amazing. Everybody should be flip-flopping around. But you can post it and it's fine. There's no issue about hating on people who like flip-flops. It's quite entertaining. But yeah, so I'm allowed to comment on flip-flops. I'm allowed to comment on reality TV. Lots of people like reality TV. Lots of people don't. It's probably quite an even split. You know, if you had a vote, it'd probably be, I don't know, 52, 54% of the voters would be for the flip-flop, be against flip-flops, and for. I think it'd be quite a close vote. But you know, I think the majority would be respected. That's the good thing with a vote, is that. Okay, so I got a phone call there which just interrupted the recording. So I don't know what I was saying because the phone call interrupted me. It's annoying when that happens, isn't it? You know, something's happening. It's you know what's coming up, and then something just intervenes. It interjects, and all the plans go out the window, and it's possibly not going to be as good as it once was going to be. You know, some people they don't know, they don't understand. They kind of, they're reacting as to how they should react. They're perhaps making a phone call at a time where they maybe shouldn't make it, but they don't know any better. That's the thing about people, you see. People are stupid. People don't know when the appropriate time to make a phone call is. People don't know the appropriate decision to make. We're lucky, really, that we have people who are much more intelligent than us and who know what's best for us. We're lucky that that's the case. I'm glad we don't live in a world where we're relied to make the decisions on when we should make a phone call. I like that. I like that that's the world that we're in. I grew up in a world where you could make your own phone calls whenever you want. Wasn't always for the good of things. Sometimes it'd be badly timed or whatever, but you could do it. It's fine. Not a worry. But no, I like the fact that we're in a world where, yeah, there are people who know better. There are people who know when we should be making the phone calls. Yeah, I'm glad of that. I'm glad that I don't have to have that burden anymore of deciding when to make or take a call. So I don't need that kind of power. We'll just give that to a couple of people. I'll choose who they are. I'll choose who can make the decisions for the good of the telephone network. But they can make the decisions for me. I'll put them in place, but I probably don't know enough for them to sort of consider my opinion beyond my original opinion of they should be there. You know, I've elected them into a position, but they don't need to listen to me anymore. I've done my bit. I've given them the power, so now they can choose when a phone call is made or answered. You know, so yeah, I'm not going to rant about the phone call. The phone call was innocent, but it's good to know that that there are people out there who know better than I do. It's comforting, to be fair. It takes away the pressure of decision. People don't need the pressure of decision. That's what I've come to learn recently, is that actually that there are a few people out there. Do you know some of these people as well, who make those choices through these diplomatic processes, they're not even elected by us. But I hate flip-flops. Fucking hate flip-flops. I really do, by the way. This is not a comedic thing. I can't stand them. Fucking horrible. It's the noise they make for the most part. But yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. This weather's crap, by the way. Can't change it though. We'll just have to. You have to make do, don't you? You have to take whatever happens and make the best of it. So I could kick off about the weather. So I'll give you an example. So as you can see, it's very cloudy, it's very grey. But it is what it is. The thing about the weather is the weather happens. This is not a climate change thing, but the weather happens. We deal with it. If it rains, we put a coat on. If it's too hot, we put sunscreen on. If it's too windy, we moan about it. But we deal with it because sometimes shit happens. And as much as you kick and complain, you have to just accept that the weather is the weather and we can't alter it. But you know, that's the problem, you see. There's a lot of people out there who go, no, we don't have to accept the weather. I'm not having cloud today. I'm going to fucking complain about it. In fact, do you know what? Sorry, I was getting sidetracked there. I'm not ranting about stuff that's important. You know, flip-flops are not important. I can rant about flip-flop. I can moan about reality TV. I can look at Big Brother and go, please, stop making that fucking show. I'm allowed that opinion. Now, it won't change it. They won't stop making it. And actually, my life will continue. You know, at no point, if they cancel Big Brother, would there be, and I quote, hunger and desolation and destitution throughout the country. There wouldn't be that. There won't be rampant homelessness, unemployment, and what was the other comment I read this morning? Poverty that will strip the nation. That's not what will happen if we cancel Big Brother. It's funny, that Big Brother. It's funny, the name of the show and the world we're in at the moment. But I'm not talking about anything else. I'm not talking about anything important. I'm not allowed to talk about important things because we don't know any better. We don't know what we're talking about. We may offend people, you see, even if we do know what we're talking about, even if we know how to break down all the arguments to keep Big Brother on TV. It doesn't matter. It's not important. You know, even if we know all the benefits of getting rid of Big Brother off of the TV, it doesn't matter. We don't know any better. There are people that know better. There are people who are allowed to make these decisions. Some of them might have been chosen by us, but we're not allowed. We don't need to know as to whether it's better or worse to keep Big Brother on TV. I don't need the burden of making such a decision because we're not capable as free-thinking people to make the decisions on whether we should stay or go as far as Big Brother on TV is concerned, or whether the flip-flop should be here or not. But I do hate the flip-flop. Fucking hate it. It's a sound, you know. But I'm allowed to have that opinion. I'm allowed to decide what my preference is, because that's what life is, by the way. It's all about preferences. What do you prefer? You know, the reality is, whenever it comes to a decision, to a yes or no, let's call it a yes or no decision. You know, yes or no, A or B, stay or leave, whatever the decision may be, a one or the other decision. It comes down to two choices. For me, just two. Am I happy or not? So let's say, and I'll think of a hypothetical one because I don't want to use anything real because I don't want to upset people. So I'm going to come up with a pretend scenario. So let's say I'm a place. Let's just call it a place. Let's call it Sparville. So Sparville is part of a bigger conglomerate of other villes. But let's say that Sparville finds that actually Sparville doesn't get to make as many of its own choices as it should. Sparville has to give away quite a lot of its farming, you know, produce. So a lot of it's food. We'll go with food. So we have to give quite a lot of our food away to this big conglomerate. Let's say that we you know, we have to kind of cover as well a lot of the other vills who perhaps aren't quite as good at farming as we are. This is hypothetical, of course. And the king of Sparville says to the people, "Do you know what? It's kind of shit. This we're you know, we're giving away a lot of our stuff. The village is getting huge, by the way, as well. We've got so many people living in Sparville now, and people keep coming every day. You know, we need to sort it out. So my thought is, why don't we stop giving loads of our shit away, and let's be Sparville. Let's rather than being a ville within the greater collection. This is purely hypothetical, of course. What do you think?" And the people go, "Yeah, I get that." There's a few scared people who listen to people who go, "Oh yeah, but you'll die. You'll die if this happens. If we leave." Why are we going to leave? "Oh, you will." "Yeah, but what's the reason for us dying?" Well, some reasons. I mean, I'm not going to tell you them because you don't understand. But trust me, look into my eyes, you'll die. "Ah, well, I'm not leaving then, because I don't want to die. I quite like being alive. I'm going to stay. We'll stay." "Cool, that's your decision." So the king goes around, he asks everybody, he's like, what do you want to do?" And most of the people go, "Yeah, let's leave. Let's have some identity. Let's not just be a ville, let's be Sparville." You know, the answer or the end result of that is quite obvious, really. You leave because the people decided, you see. I mean, if that king was to turn around and go, "I'm only joking, I don't actually care what you think, I'll do what I want," because actually the king, we didn't realise this, but the king and a lot of his advisors, well, they've got a lot of investments in the wider villes. Makes quite a bit of gold. So, yeah, be shit, wouldn't it? Can you imagine if that happened? Be awful. You know, his people go through all that, and then he just fucks them off. But yeah, I'm not allowed to sort of talk about real stuff because people get offended. But I imagine, in that instance, imagine after that, after all these people had voted, after he'd asked them to, and he said no. Imagine how shit those people must feel. That they were asked a question and he said no. It'd be crap, wouldn't it? It'd be absolute shit. But just flip-flops do my head in. They really do. Flip-flops, clouds, Big Brother, reality TV. They absolutely do my head in. But it's fine, because actually life will go on. I don't have to ban the flip-flop. You know, if they do, great. If they don't, I continue. That's what we do as people, you see. Things happen, things change. We adapt. And we continue. That's how society works. You know, that's the joys of free speech, free choice. We can make those decisions. Luckily, though, I don't have to make those decisions. You know, in the real world, we don't have to, because there are people out there that know better than I do, which is cool. I like that. It takes the weight off to know that my decisions don't make a difference. Yeah, that's what gives me some comfort in life, that I don't know as much as I should. You know, but yeah, I'll say I don't moan about real stuff because you know, politics and religion and things. I don't get involved with it because, you know, I don't need to. I can have an opinion on flip-flops. Some people get offended, but do you know what? It's only flip-flops, isn't it? People get offended at me saying Big Brother shit, but it's only Big Brother. I'm allowed opinions on that because that's the level that a person who's trusted to say vote, you know, say a person who's trusted to say, I don't know, choose who runs our country. Somebody with that sort of level of choice yeah, I'm allowed to decide if I like Big Brother or not. Nothing else, because I wouldn't make the right decisions on anything else. So luckily, the people we choose to represent us, they represent us in the right way. This is what I like about democracy, is that they can represent us with completely 100% our needs and wants as their main focus. Yeah, that's why I like democracy. It's all about respecting choices. I'll be on tonight, guys.